Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley out here creating a global giving community, man. So many partnerships, advisors, ambassadors of what we're doing over at projecttransition.org. And all of you guys are equally important to our mission because we're creating a global giving community. So go to projecttransition.org, log on, leave a recurring donation, you get this. Leave your email, you get this. Part of this team. Let's go. All right now. Dr. Umar Johnson said, Black church, y'all out there wasting three things. I want to tell you what those three things are, but I think it's better if you hear it from him. Check this out.
You take three things from black people that we can't afford to waste and can't never get back. Number one is money. We take too much resources. Every black church should have three institutions. You should have a school for our kids, a bank to invest in our people, and you should have a community garden to feed our people good food. If you are bringing in at least $250,000 a year in tithes and you ain't got a school, a bank, and a garden, you a goddamn fraud. I don't care who you are. Number two, Joe, they take too much of our time. You can make that money back. You can't make your time back. Bible study, Sunday service, Sunday morning service, Sunday night service, gospel choir. Why are you taking all this time and you're not giving us nothing? And the third thing that they take from us that we can't afford to waste and have misuse is hope. The black church abuses our hope by constantly making you feel Jesus or Muhammad want to come and make everything right when the time is right. And that's why black religion plays right into the hand of the white power structure. You know why? Because it has black people thinking they don't have to do shit but wait and pray in order to change their circumstances. And that's why Napoleon Bonaparte said what? Religion is what keeps the poor man from killing the rich one.
Spicy chicken sandwich. It's time to go. Can't waste money, time, and our hope. Those three are big. I've come to realize that wasting time is the worst thing you can do because obviously you don't get that back. Even though you grow up thinking wasting money is worse than wasting time because you think you got so much time when you're young, right? Well, I flipped that. You get that money back quick. I mean, I can go to a gas station right now and come out a billionaire. It's weird out here, right? All this work and then somebody just be like, I got it, oh my God. Somebody I just saw won 780 million. Crazy, you know what I mean? So you get that money. You get that money back. You can lose that money. That time, tick tock, tick tock. So I understand what he's saying about the money and the time. And then he said, hope. Okay, we're gonna break this down. We know what hope does. It kind of fills you up. It gives you that emotional content, whatever way, whatever attributes to get you going to where you need to go, right? Without that hope, it just feels like, why would I even start? Because it's not going to get to my destination. It's not going to get to where I want it to end. I understand that. I understand it. But let me just tell you what I feel, because this is, damn it, my show. You know what I mean? I grew up in church. I grew up in church as a literalist. Like I read the Bible when I was young and all the way through my teen years, etc. So I've read the Bible and I'm reading it and I'm reading this and you can read this, you know, 1 Timothy or whatever you mean. You're reading and then you read something else. You're in 2 John, right? You're like, that doesn't sound like it goes in the same book as the way I just read, right? So I think this is what happens to a lot of people. They don't, and I'm not talking higher than them or you. I'm not talking holier than you. I'm talking maybe different than you. Let me say this. Religion to me is to explain the inexplicable. When they started writing the holy books, they were trying to explain the inexplicable. They were trying to get familiar with the unknown. You know, the things that you don't know or you can't exactly articulate, they were trying to explain that. So that's where it starts off. So it became for me a big psychological book of inspiration, but also despair. It became me having a deep faith in God, me acquiring, like really acquiring, because when you first, at least for me, when I first started reading it, I was like, all right, I believe in God because somebody told me to. Now let me start reading this so I can really understand, so it could be personal, so it could be my journey. When I started to read it, I realized, oh, this is on a mission to enhance my faith, give me a deep faith in God, right? Which is going to really take me and give me a deep dive into myself because I'm made in his image. So then I started to notice, I was like, wow, hold on. This is more like of a ecosystem. Like these things are congruent, but I got to match them up properly, but they're congruent. They're connected. So I know who struggles with religion. And I'm not trying to force religion on you. but I can see who struggles. If I had to typecast, if I had to go out there and stereotype, literalist, because I am one, right? Scientists, 1 + 1, mathematicians, pragmatists, like people who are just really there. I need to see it. I need to hear it. I need to touch it. Okay. But then religion kicks in. And this is what's beautiful about religion. It's like the winds you don't see but feel. You ever go in the open field or something and you're like, ooh. And you look around, you don't see anything, but you feel it. That's religion. Religion is this. You are a natural being, and then nature is the unexpected. You are natural, but you ain't nature. Because nature is going to come with the unexpected. Man, it's going to tell you that everything that is up there is down here. Everything that's down there is up here. That's why people are like, dog, so positive one page and the next page so negative. Because it's trying to tell you, I told you it's that ecosystem. It's all connected. Everything that's out there is in you, at least the power and the ability. Wow, isn't that crazy? You want it out there, you have the power to create that. Here's the flip. People don't flip it like this. That also means that everything that you created, did you want it? Did you need it? Right? That's their accountability and responsibility. That's that faith, all coming connected. I heard what he said, and I said, what is the black churches doing? Can't waste money, can't waste time. I don't think it's a waste of your money for you to support your church. I also don't think it's a waste of the church's money if they haven't given you necessarily a grocery store, as he said, if they necessarily haven't given you a bank. Like, black churches need a black bank when everybody's processing something green. White churches don't need a white bank, but you're going to say, well, that's already in place. Here's the thing, what you're really trying to say. Let's skip the middle step. What you're trying to say is you need to create a mindset, a psychology that understands it needs to invest in itself, whether that's community or individual, right? Like, that's the best church to go to, one that tells you how to invest in yourself and to get greater gains from everything you do and those around you. That's community. Because community is never going to be broken down 100% by color, 100% by gender, etc. So the identity politics of it all really misses what it should hit, which is you're creating a giving community that gives to itself, that feeds the God in it, that promotes the God out there. So I didn't agree with that part. I don't think it wastes your time either. I mean, there are people, I know some aunties out there, so my grandmother, my aunt of honey, etc., that would hit every day of church. But is that a waste? They were amazing people. Is that a waste? I didn't think that was a waste. Now, the hope part was interesting because I know what he was saying with that one. And here's the thing about it. When you know religion, and you also know those who are waiting for the Messiah, waiting for someone, the Savior, to come down. In this case, Jesus, he said, Allah, etc. What you got to understand is, it's kind of like the quote in the Bible, faith without action is death. It's not saying wait without working. It's saying it's coming. But what's coming is not necessarily a person out the sky, a thing out the sky, right? Literalist, here we go. What's coming is what you're working for, that deep faith in what you're working for. You will have that revelation, or you will have exactly what you're working for, that peace, that heaven on earth, whatever you want to call it. Now, a lot of people going to look at this because this is what the beauty of the Bible is. I ain't see that, or I disagree with that. It says this. God's not linear. God's not in this one word. He's not monocratic, right? He's not right there. And that's the beauty of it. it can be interpreted in so many ways, but it can inspire that same hope he said that they're wasting in the black churches in so many ways. What I got out of church is not what you got out of church. What you get out of church is not what they get out of church. So I don't think they waste our hope. I understood what he was saying, though, because without you clearly looking at it for what it is, you won't see it for what it is. But what it is what you are. Got to get that one, man. It's not that. It's this. You're working on yourself as you build that greater faith in God in all things. So that was pretty interesting when I caught that one, man. Oh, he's making a lot of headlines, I'll tell you that. Every time he opens his mouth right now, he's going in. A lot of times just because he's speaking his truth, simple as that. And that's what's going to always resonate. So my faith is very important to me. And your faith in yourself better be important to you, or good luck trying to build in this world without having that deep faith in yourself. And for me, that is tied to religion, that is tied to God, that is tied to greater things than just myself, which is all about y'all. All right, y'all. So tell me what y'all think about his black religion issues. You think that they waste time, money, and hope? Interesting. What's your experience has been in the black church? I don't think he was talking about general churches. I'll try to make it general as possible, but I think he was talking about black churches. So y'all tell me what you think about that. And are they abusing our hope? Let me know in those comments. Beat it up. Let's go for real on this one. All right, y'all. Coming up next on Never Shut Up, we got Mike Tomlin talking about coaching. He's saying these coaches, they scared. They resisting that responsibility that comes with coaching. Oh, man, y'all know I'm a coach. Y'all know they call me Phil Belichick in these streets, winning in basketball and football, but we're going to talk about winning in life right now. Next, on Never Shut Up on Brinks TV and Rich J. Get out of here. Get out of here. Why?